country road,
Take me home to the place I belong.
West
Oh.
Virginia, D2E, Bethesda Conference, you and me.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're D2E, you're you, and this is Bethesda E3 nonsense. Let's get it going. This is late at night for us, so
Yes.
we're a little loopy.
Yeah, we're in Maryland where they're supposed to be.
That's funny. That kind of reminds me of how often in this conference someone would deliver a joke or say anything and wait while they stare blankly at the teleprompter for an applause. And sometimes they'd get it, sometimes they wouldn't.
Yeah,
It was weird, and they did it a lot.
There was
It was a lot of repeating information. It was like, we brought Skyrim to Switch, and people liked it. It was like that. It was very odd.
yeah. Especially toward the beginning. They hammered it out a little bit later in the show, but not much.
Well, Pete Hines and Todd Howard can talk. Not
Yeah.
everybody can.
Yeah, he has stage presence.
Yeah.
Most everybody else doesn't really, and that was the thing. I guess it's just because he does that so much, he's gotten good at it. I think earlier E3s he wasn't that good.
Although Bethesda overall has this like personal like touch
Yeah.
that is like the opposite of EA and their weird corporate. This is what the cool kids like.
Yeah. It's like a difference between something that was focus tested and something that you just got your friends to check out and they went, yeah, that's all right.
This is Steve Buscemi, Hey Fellow Kids, versus like your like weird aunt and uncle and their kids trying to make a Christmas card.
Yeah.
Like both of them are weird for different reasons and not always work, but
Yeah.
let's roll. Well, they started with Andrew WK singing a song.
Yeah. I like Andrew WK. Kind of. He's good. Rage 2.
Yeah, then Rage 2 happened, which at times they want to be like fun punk, and
Yeah.
at other times it felt like it was really serious and like, get to the resonator and defeat the guy. We got to do this to defeat the authority.
Yeah, it was
And then
like it couldn't decide whether it wanted to be Mad Max or fucking
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was going for. It was just stuck between. They're just like, oh, this is this goofy ass, cartoonish almost aesthetic, versus like some of the story beats seemed like way too straight faced, and it was a weird disconnect.
It's kind of an overall Bethesda problem, but like their games kind of look a lot alike. The shooting mechanics between the different games, and I'm only gonna buy so many games. Like this one is probably a pass for me.
Yeah.
But it looks fine, I
Yeah.
guess. Elder Scrolls collectible card game coming to everything. So,
Yes, that was another theme, coming to everything.
which hey, that's a good theme.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can get in on the greatest card game in the world, as they were trying to sell it. Elder Scrolls is online. That's pretty much how I felt about it.
Yeah.
There was expansions coming to the MMO,
Yeah.
so
Neither of us play MMOs, so
yeah.
we couldn't tell you if it's good or not. It looks pretty good, I guess, but we wouldn't know.
And then Hell on Earth, Doom.
Yeah. Looks pretty
Doom
cool.
Eternal. Doom 2016 is really fun. I play it on the Switch a good bit. They didn't tell you much. It was like
Yeah.
more of a teaser.
Between Doom Eternal and Halo Infinite, they seemed like the same kind of teaser
Yeah.
and the same kind of, like, this is the amount we're going to tell you, and you're just
franchise you like. It's a game that you're probably going to want to buy. We're making a sequel. It has a vague-ass subtitle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I can't wait for freaking Sony to announce God of War Forever.
Yeah. Twisted Metal Unlimited. Just all right.
Next.
Quake Champions, the original esport, as they kept trying to hammer that catchphrase.
Yeah.
It didn't work. But Quake is Quake, and people like it, and most people ignore it and forget it.
Yeah.
It's out there, but they're still chugging along. So
Yeah.
good
And
for them.
they're waiting to unleash some sort of... Oh, yeah. They're waiting till QuakeCon to talk more about Doom Infinite.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
I've already got them mixed up.
There you go. Prey is getting an update now.
Yeah.
It had a cool roguelike mode where you're on the moon, and every time you try to play it, things can shift and alter and randomize.
Yeah.
I kind of like that one. I don't like roguelikes, but that one kind of interests me a little bit.
I think part of it was the sort of Groundhog Day aspect of it, because it looked like you were exploring pretty much the same environments, but things were slightly different each time. They showed you going in the same room, and one of them was the stuff was brand new and new looking, and other parts it was broken, and then there was another one where it was just on fire. Yeah. So that looks neat. That looks like a nice take on that.
And then they had a multiplayer mode where some people can play as the mimics and can just possess anything to try to hunt the human players.
Yeah. It's prop hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
neat.
that mode from is it Counter-Strike that has prop hunt?
I think so.
Yeah.
And more awkward jokes and delivery, and went on too long, and
yeah,
not a mimic. So we roll into Wolfenstein, where we got our first F-bomb of the night.
Yes.
First of 4.
First fuck of the night.
So
very exciting. He's been keeping a tally.
Beat the fuck out of the Nazis was that one.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was a DLC expansion, but you think it's its own thing. I think it's an episodic, smaller, bite-sized demos. And Youngbloods, which is the children of the protagonist of Wolfenstein 2. So
looks neat.
Yeah.
If it was called Wolfenstein 2 Youngbloods, I would lean more on the DLC.
I think it's its own thing.
But
it's just not quite a full game, not quite that. So yeah.
It'll be a neat it'll be neat to see what they do with that.
There's a separate VR game in the Wolfenstein, and Prey. The prop hunt mode is getting VR support.
Yeah. So that's really cool. I can't wait to be a virtual houseplant and really feel the fronds. Keep going.
That was a good example of Bethesda style humor.
Yeah.
A joke that didn't quite work, and then awkward silence.
Yeah.
While someone stares off screen at the prompter.
Yeah, that was the thing is and only in this one the control was passed to one person instead of an audience of completely non-reactive people.
It's true. We also didn't spend millions of dollars on this.
Okay.
Or did we? All right. Next part was my favorite part. The Keegan, Mike, and Keel portion of the night.
Yeah.
They announced Skyrim is coming to Amazon Alexa.
Yes. And Samsung Fridge.
And Motorola Pagers.
Yeah.
This is a fun bit. Just go watch it.
Yeah.
Look up, a very special edition of Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's actually coming to this YouTube channel now.
Ah!
Now that you're done playing Skyrim, Fallout 76, long lined up talking about Fallout.
Yeah.
Ooh, it took forever to get there. And we got to see a trailer we already saw today again. But when we finally got to the meat of it, we're a little confused about it because you can play solo.
They made sure to
say it multiple times.
Yeah, they hit off with the multiplayer thing, but then over that they were just like, no, you can still play it alone.
But when you play multiplayer, it's not an MMO because they said how limited the rooms are. They said it won't be hundreds, won't be thousands. You won't have servers your room that you see.
Yeah.
So it's really strange. I wonder if you have to commit from the start whether you're playing solo or with people. Yeah. And when you do play with people, you can play with your friends, but is that a drop in, drop out situation? Is it I'm hosting a world and you come to Andrew's world and see how my version of Fallout 76 is going?
I was thinking it was something like that.
Can I block it where I can only play with my friends and never randos? Or what if I invite my friends, does also invite randos? I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of a mystery at this point.
Kind of reminded me of like actually how Grand Theft Auto handles their online.
The way the game looks is perfectly fine, and I think that sort of style of gameplay could certainly work in that. But when it comes to like live multiplayer, they'd have to probably disable VATS.
Yeah, there was zero evidence of VATS being in the game, period.
Yeah.
Which kind of disappointed me because I thought if they were doing the completely solo mode, they could have showed it.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing
they didn't really show any of the solo campaign, which they're selling it on the multiplayer thing. So I understand why that is. It's
interesting. I love the concept of exploring a giant map in West Virginia.
Yeah.
I don't know why it makes me giggle when you yawn, but sometimes I do. So sorry.
Yeah.
It looks fine. I'm a little,
a little lukewarm about it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I would have to see a little bit more gameplay. I'd have to see like an example of a real quest,
right? And
I'd like to see what are the differences between the single player and the multiplayer, because they have been quite vague on that. They are ensuring that there is going to be a single player mode, but also that there's this multiplayer. Is it persistent? Is it not? Who knows? Hopefully we'll get some more information in the coming couple of months.
It comes out in November. Mm-hmm. The building aspects looked way better than Fallout 4, and you could build anywhere or move your camp, so that stuff looked much improved.
And you get nuclear missiles to blow shit up at your leisure.
I actually like that.
I like that a lot too. Just the idea that, because you do have a thing where it's like there's this nuclear bomb that didn't go off in Fallout 3, and you can just blow it up if you want. But they don't really do much, and the idea that you can just pick a target for a nuclear blast and just destroy that shit, that's neat.
So Fallout Shelter, the most played by unique players Bethesda game of all time. So there you go. It's coming to PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Also is free, available right now as we're talking. So
yeah, if you're into that kind of game, I might give it a shot now.
Everyone who played it has really liked it, including several people I know personally. So I'm like, maybe I should try it out. But
let's give it a quick
now
shot.
It's coming out to the Switch. I'm like, I might give it. Then they spent a good chunk of time on another mobile game, Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yes.
Which you can play like this, or you can play like this. And they were very proud of this ability.
Yeah.
Touchscreen Elder Scrolls game, but don't get too excited. It's got like a dungeon roguelike thing going on. It's got a battle like area going on and a hub area. So it's Elder Scrolls elements without being Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
It's a light experience, and it looks impressive visually.
Yeah.
So I'm knocking the game from its scope, but graphically, it looked like it's going to destroy your phone.
Yeah,
but
I'm excited to play Phone Burning Simulator 2018.
You could be wrong. They could have just optimized this in such a good way, and we could be getting better with our phone technology, where this game will not destroy your phone.
Never use Bethesda and optimize in the same sentence ever again, please. They don't know how to do that, Andrew. It's been years. They don't know how to do that.
That's true. As I played Skyrim on my Switch, I can't get through certain doors. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They spent a long time on Blades.
Yes.
Then they teased Starfield.
Yes. Brand new IP. Know nothing about it, but the fact that there is a brand new IP from Bethesda and it's space-based, kind of neat.
Yeah, they were very vague about it, and they talked about it as if this might not even be something that comes out on current gen. This might be a 2020, 2021 next-gen game.
Yeah.
It could even be longer than that. It was really weird for them to tease something that just seemed impossibly far off.
Yeah.
But they had a cool visual, so...
It looked neat.
For the few seconds we saw.
Yeah.
I like to see what... They did say it's a single-player experience, so...
Yes.
I don't know. We'll have to see what they can do with space. Maybe it will fill the gap that Mass Effect has left. And, Yeah, the last thing they went into was another teaser.
Yeah.
And they didn't give you shit for this, but they said this one is after Starfield, which this could be 2021, 2, 3, who knows?
Mystery.
It sounds forever away. Elder Scrolls 6, which they didn't even bother having the subtitle.
Yeah.
All we got to see was a beautiful landscape.
Yeah.
And someday, you know.
Yeah. I mean that's you know, they're making more Elder Scrolls. They're making more they're making a new thing. They're making more Fallout. So, you know, Bethesda it just keeps cranking them out. So that's all.
Yeah, they make sequels to their games. They port it everywhere. They continue to do updates.
And finally something absolutely brand new that we've never heard of. So, yeah, it was pretty good. The presentation was a bit awkward, but, you know, it always is.
Yeah, a little awkward, a little longer than it needed to be. I do like their weird sense of humor when it works, but it's so hit and miss.
Yeah.
And there were just like long gaps of just oddness, but yeah, it's an okay conference. Like, let's get to the Dustin image.
All right, so for tonight's image, I have drawn.
What did you draw?
I have drawn Starfield along with a joke that will never land. So that's kind of how I feel. It was the most interesting thing to me by far, and so.
That is a really nice drawing of what you saw for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I did this from memory, so this is just my vaguest recollection of what the Starfield teaser looked like. So feel free to pedantically correct my 10-minute drawing in the comments. But yeah, this is about how I feel about the Bethesda conference. I did actually find myself enjoying it. It was annoying in some ways, but it was better than I expected it would be.
So D2E grade. I wonder if we're going to agree on this one again.
I'm going to go with C.
I was feeling B, so I'm going to meet you halfway. Let's call it a B minus.
B minus.
It had some really cool things. Some things work, some things don't. They didn't like wow me with like crazy announcements, to me anyway.
Yeah.
Like another Doom. Oh, it's good. I like the last one. Another this, another that.
Yeah.
But like none of them were like that wild. And sure, their Fallout game is a different step for them, but we have a lot of multiplayer games in that vein.
Yes.
So you basically took Fallout 4 and just added multiplayer.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's enough to like get me super excited. I might try it. I might not.
Yeah. I mean,
that's my point. Like at the end of the day with this conference, how many games of theirs did you see that you want to play? And I'm gonna say for me, the number is probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'd say 3 or 4 games that I'm just like, yeah, I'd like to see that, but nothing that's just like I have to do this right now. Nothing pressing. And I think that was part of the problem with the Xbox One. It was, at least in terms of the styles of games that he and I like to play.
That's true. Again, the Xbox One had games where I'm like, I want to show this friend, I want to show that friend, I want to talk about it, I want to like stay up on the news with that.
Yeah.
This one less so. I'm like, hey, when it comes out, I'll read a review and we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's just fine. I like them being here. I don't like that they do conferences so late, but
yeah, they do them very late and they do them very long. But we did get to see some fun stuff and appreciate them for being out here again.
So, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with Square Enix, Ubisoft, and the PlayStation. So, that is a long day.
Big day. I can't wait to edit all that shit. Good night, everyone.